Kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, spinning away. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
11.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Breida. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
White. 12. Go.
Now it's Breida. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
11. Like 80.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Green 80. Got three down. 12.
On 2nd down, Wilson flush to his right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Move 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Right. 280.
They go play action with Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Lockett. Still shedding tackles. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Baldwin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes. When they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. To throw again is Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Janikowski good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On play action, now Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Play action, Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go ahead.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, Wilson buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Wilson will throw again. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's brought down after a good gain. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we had to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. This is Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Zaire Jones there on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
12. Go ahead.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Now Gold for the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Let's get it. Hey. You got 3. You got 2. 380. Bang out.
On second down, here's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll toss it to Breida. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And now it's 2nd down.
Go. 14.
Now Wilson throwing again. Throw left side complete. That's Baldwin. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Let's go, 14.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Let's go, 14.
He'll look to throw. Open man, it's been in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin in the final minute. And the Seahawks are within the extra point of taking the lead. Janikowski now for the point after. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
21.
Now Garoppolo. Got to have this one. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.